Picture this. Over half of American households, 54%, report having no dedicated retirement savings, while a subway operator with 25 years of service walks into retirement with guaranteed income that most white-collar workers can only dream of. A 25-year subway career generates $1.5 million in guaranteed pension wealth compared to the average 401k balance of $146,400 that most white-collar workers accumulate by retirement. Full-career transit workers retire with average annual pensions of $60,704, money that flows every year until death, a structural advantage that compounds across decades, while median white-collar savings fall far short of advertised averages. Here's what this means for your financial future. Whether you're considering a career pivot or evaluating your current retirement strategy, understanding these structural differences reveals three distinct paths forward. This isn't just about transit workers versus office workers. It's about recognizing which wealth-building systems actually deliver financial security. The mathematical reality separating transit pensions from the 401k system. The average pension received by full-career retirees was $60,704, flowing from a defined benefit formula that guarantees specific payments regardless of market performance. While Savers and Fidelity 401k plans accumulated an average account balance of $146,400 by 2024, that number represents savings that must generate income through withdrawals, not guaranteed annual payments. The pension formula eliminates the market risk that destroys retirement security for millions. Transit workers earn pension credits based on years of service, multiplied by final average salary, creating predictable wealth that compounds through longevity rather than market timing. A 25-year transit career builds 25 pension credits, each worth approximately 2% of final average salary annually for life. Compare this to 401k holders who face sequence of returns risk. The possibility that market crashes early in retirement can permanently damage their withdrawal capacity even if markets recover later. The median 401k balance across all ages is under $100,000, revealing how voluntary contribution systems fail most workers. Even those who accumulate the $146,400 average face the withdrawal problem. Using the standard 4% rule, that balance generates only $5,856 in annual income. The transit pension delivers more than 10 times that amount through the defined benefit structure, and the payments continue regardless of how long the retiree lives or what happens in financial markets. The pension's guaranteed nature creates wealth that 401k math simply cannot replicate. While private sector workers depend on market performance and voluntary savings discipline, transit workers build retirement security through a system designed for wealth accumulation rather than wealth preservation. Your first decision point: are you willing to trade career flexibility for financial certainty? Transit careers offer structured wealth building, but they require committing to specific employment paths and geographic locations. Automatic deductions create a behavioral advantage that voluntary contributions cannot match. The participation gap between mandatory and automatic enrollment reveals why forced savings discipline builds more wealth than choice-dependent systems. Plans with automatic enrollment achieve 94% participation rates compared to 64% for voluntary enrollment plans. Among new hires specifically, automatic enrollment generates 91% participation versus 28% under voluntary enrollment, a gap that compounds across decades of compounding returns. The psychology behind this gap exposes why choice becomes a liability for wealth building. Behavioral finance research shows that automated savings plans raised average retirement contributions by 7.3%, with the strongest effects among lower literacy cohorts. Yet when employers doubled matching rates, a massive financial incentive, Voluntary participation increased by only 1.3 percentage points. Even doubling free money barely moves the needle on voluntary participation. Transit workers sidestep this behavioral trap entirely. Automatic deductions happen before the paycheck arrives, removing the decision paralysis that destroys retirement wealth for higher earners. The participation gap widens by income level, creating a paradox where higher earners often accumulate less retirement wealth despite earning more. As of 2024, 72% of private sector workers had access to a retirement plan, but only 53% participated, meaning nearly 1 in 4 workers with access chose not to participate. This opt-out rate concentrates among higher income workers facing more investment choices and contribution decisions. Transit workers eliminate this decision fatigue through systems that automatically build wealth regardless of market knowledge or investment sophistication. Automatic pension contributions create what